the biggest failure right now of the CPC and progressive leadership, and I consider leftists to have no real leader that exists in Congress right now, but is that there's no roadmap. There's no, the supporters of those politicians cannot see how to get from now to Medicare for all. We can't see it because no one has laid it out. It doesn't exist. It's such a caveman thinking about someone's problems, about what might be an issue in their life. You're prescribing importance to someone else's life. So someone that can't eat, can't afford to feed their children, no job, credit card debt, losing their home, all this stuff, sick, can't pay medical bills, got, someone just died, can't pay different stuff, mountain of student loan debt, whatever, all this stuff. Jobs are shipped overseas, NAFTA closed down all the factories, killed the town, all this kind of stuff. Imagine telling that person that the reason they voted for that guy is because he's a racist, and not that his whole life has collapsed and he cannot see any politician trying to help him. If you keep pushing people to like this brink where they can find nothing, no solutions, and no matter how many times they scream and try different politicians, they tried Obama, they try, they tried Clinton, they tried Bush, they tried Obama, they tried Donald Trump, they would have tried maybe Hillary, I don't know. They try all this stuff and nothing changes. No one listens. How long do you expect people to just not eat, to like let their children get sick? They keep talking, and that's the other frustrating thing about the progressives in Congress. They keep talking about, oh, well, we can't do these votes, we can't do this, we can't do that. We just have to keep organizing. We have to keep fighting. They love saying this. You guys need to keep organizing on the ground, grassroots, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, what does that mean? Like, what is the end state? At what point in time do we go from organizing to legislating? Right now we have, it's 93, I think, members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. I know for sure that not all 93 of those are in support of things like actual progressive policies. I know that, but there's 93. So let's say, how many is it 97? Once we get 97, is that when legislation for Medicare for all kicks off and goes through the House? Like what? There's, even if you don't think it's a good idea, even if you hate Medicare for all, you think it's a silly nonsense, even if you don't like canceling student debt, all this other stuff, even if you don't like it, you can appreciate that successful campaigns and successful missions have strategy and organization, and there just is none. And it's a failure of leadership is all it is. I don't necessarily agree with Fraud Squad, although I do have my own problems with the AOC and that crew. I don't necessarily agree that they are all completely subsumed by the establishment. I do think that they are ineffective. I think that they are bad strategists. They are bad leaders. That whole team is bad leadership. We would have seen good leadership by now if they were good leaders. It's frustrating to see people that have value on the left, not necessarily in terms of like upper level leadership, but of role players in the in the play of progressivism, of leftism, and instead of helping to like solidify everyone together and to move forward, they choose instead to just fight each other. It's ridiculous.